evening, late night freaks. I am here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lit. And I'm going to be diving into a what's on deck for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, as we are moving through this month of September. This is a read not only to look at September's energies, but also to look at how that new moon in Virgo lunar cycle that we're traveling through clear up until September 25th, when the moon changes to Libra, new moon in Libra to kick off Libra season. See the energies in play, how it's going to be affecting you. This is a general read, and so it's going to cover all areas of life. Whatever comes forward is what comes forward for you, okay? And yeah, let's just dive in and see what's coming in. We do see with the Ace of Swords here, there's some kind of communication that's at the heart of everything for you in September, Sagittarius, okay? Something about speaking your truth, the truth coming out, and I believe this truth is going to facilitate some kind of action, some kind of forward motion. So let's see what this is about as we just dive in here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's come out in North Node. See what's on deck for you all. We're currently leading up to a full moon in Pisces on the 10th, next Saturday. It's going to be a big one. And we do see, okay. This is a very interesting message. So first card we have out is the Queen of Swords. This is air sign energy. That would be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay. Next to that, we have the Six of Swords. And after that, we have the Three of Cups. So it's interesting because this energy, with the way it came out, I just want to show you. There is this Queen of Cups looking back, okay? Looking back at something that they moved away from, okay? With that Six of Swords, this is something that was left behind. And there's two stories here. This could be in some cases, and you might have an air sign strongly aspected in your chart, okay? I do believe with it coming out initially, this is a big significator for you. Either you're dealing with an air sign or you have an air sign strongly aspected in your chart. Either way, there's something that you moved away from, you left it behind in the past. For some of you, this is a marriage. You're getting out of a very serious relationship. You're closing a cycle in a relationship. This could be a marriage or something that was on that level. You were like living together. You were each other's person. You've been building a life together. And there's something that's coming to a close. You're cutting this off and you're moving forward. For some of you, this is a matter of you're moving away from a situation where there was a third party dynamic. And one person had to be cut out of the picture, so to speak. So this is an interesting thing to open up with. Let's see what else we got going on here. Interesting. Okay, so we do see there's some kind of dream you have. This is my If Wishes Were Horses, the Dreamers Would Ride card here. And I equate it with both air and fire sign energy. So again, you might have air and fire strongly aspected in your chart. If so, this message might be particularly pertinent for you. I believe there's somewhere you're heading with that that horse energy. You know, horses are all about movement. They're about going forward. So I get this feeling of like charging forward towards your dream. You know, you have a destination. You know where you're going. And I think it's all about you moving away from this disappointment. Look, there's the Three of Cups laying on the ground that is being looked back upon. You know, what didn't turn out the way you thought it would, what led to disappointment. And that's the Five of Cups energy right there. We do see that there's 2 of Cups being offered, though. You just got to look for it. I think you already know what your 2 of Cups are. I do. I think I'm getting a feeling that Sagittarius, you have an inkling of where your 2 of Cups lie. And you had been in this place where you've been looking back at what was lost, but I think something's going to happen here. I feel like once you hit that full moon, there's going to be something hidden is going to be made apparent to you. It's like what was hidden beneath the surface is going to start to rise into your conscious awareness. There might be something that happens that illuminates this for you. So pay attention as you approach Saturday. Just kind of keep your eyes open this week. Notice how synchronicity is speaking to you, because I think there's going to be all kinds of signposts appearing on your path. That's what I got. There's going to be all kinds of signposts sort of illuminating the way forward for you. And I believe that this is about connecting with, somebody who is part of your soul group, your soul family. Okay. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Okay. But I feel like there's somebody coming in onto your path that's going to take your mind off of what you're kind of lamenting over and looking back on. And they're going to bring in a new kind of partnering energy. Let's see how this develops. Okay. We do see it brings a powerful new beginning, especially in the spring. This is a timing card with the Ace of Pentacles. So I believe that this will be a slow building energy, but it's bringing forward something tangible, something you can really, really build on. It's something that brings a blessed beginning into your life. All right. So with this ending comes a blessed new beginning. We also see a big level up here with this Emperor energy. So really stepping into a position of power. I think you definitely have an idea about where you're heading. That's what I'm getting. I think Sagittarius is clued into where they want to go, and they're going to start charting their course. But I do feel like there's something that needs to be tied up with the past, that needs to be released, made peace with. It might be a good time on that Pisces full moon to do some kind of release ritual. If you're still holding on to a disappointment from the past, you might want to do some kind of cord cutting around that, and do some release work just to let it go and free up your energy, so you can start really focusing your sights on the future, because it is looking so good for you here. Look at this. We got this King of Pentacles energy. What's that King of Pentacles bringing in? That Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is big, like personal mastery energy. All right, this is manifesting the dream, stepping into your power big time here. King of Pentacles to the Emperor to the Ace of Pentacles. Big boss energy. Big boss energy. Again, I think you have an offer to make, or you're about to receive an offer from somebody very significant. And this is a powerful moment of connection with this person, okay? With that Emperor card, could be somebody that has Aries strongly aspected in their chart. King of Pentacles is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? And we got the Judgment on that with the World, completion, okay? So this shows that you are really wrapping up an old cycle, and final judgment's been made. You know where you're going. You know what you need to let go of. Your mind is set. You're very firm. You're stepping into your power. You're ready to direct your course. You know where you're heading. You got a dream. You got a vision. This is beautiful energy. It's really showing that you've done this real full circle completion work in terms of your healing. And whenever we have the World showing up on the board with the Judgment in your favor, it means you made the right moves, you made the right choices, and things are really going to go in your favor with this. The World always promises success. on the completion of the cycle. It was 10:13 on the clock when I said that. And I mean, I have to just go there because I'm a Sag moon and my birthday is on October 13th. So, maybe it's a personal message coming through for me there. But that's some really cool energy coming through. So funny when it's like that. Yeah, I see this leads to a period of celebration. Okay, you're going to really find your stability. You're moving into your alignment. People call this the 1111 card. In tarot land here, and I really do kind of see that energy within this, but I don't think of it in the typical sense. I see it more as like a card about coming into alignment within the self. And when you come into alignment within yourself, then naturally you start to vibrate like at a different frequency. And that frequency draws to you people who also can come into alignment with you in that space. So I do feel this energy of kind of connecting with people that are kindred, people that are meant to be part of your path, and they open up this next leg of your journey. And there's something that feels really kind of magical and fantastical about these connections coming in. They're going to be those kind of connections where they arrive on the scene, and you look at this person, you go, you again? I know you. Even if you never met them before, these are people that are important to your spiritual path. I'm getting that really strongly, and it does bring in a real period of growth, celebration, but also a lot of stability within yourself. And I think that has a lot to do with all this healing work you've been doing, Sagittarius. You're really coming back into your home, within yourself. You're feeling at home within yourself. You're feeling very grounded within yourself. And from this, you're going to build so many beautiful things, a lot of blessing energy coming in, which is really beautiful. Oh my gosh, top of the deck energy, victory, baby. We got the 6 of Wands. All right. This is your time, man. This is your time. You're stepping into it now. You're really moving forward in a position of strength. I really like this dragon energy coming through. I love this dragon energy coming through because I did a channeled message for Sagittarius. It was a few months ago. It's here on BroadCoven. You can, scroll back through the videos to find it. I feel like it's really pertinent to what's going on right now. And actually, what I'm going to do is I will get the link to that video and I will pin it in the comments on this video, because I really feel like its message is front and center right now. I feel like it's really what's coming in with this Pisces full moon for Sagittarius collective. And that's the thing with reads, sometimes the message drops early, and I really feel like that message, that channel message, is so pertinent for what is coming in right now, this cycle that we're entering. It's a whole brand new cycle. It's a whole brand new world. But with this 6 of Wands here, this is success. Like, you're definitely coming into your own. Your hard work is paying off. You're really going to have something to be celebrated. And not only that, but other people are going to recognize it too. This is also definitely a card of like public recognition. It's all the work has been worth it. All the investment I made was worth it. And now it's really paying off. And it's that time to just enjoy all that work. But that dragon energy, okay, that dragon energy came up in that channeled message that I'm going to post the link to. And so I just find it such an interesting piece of confirmation, because there was some pretty important messages that came in that channel download. So it'll be good to bridge the gap with that message and have you check that out. Yeah, look at this. Wow, really beautiful energy. Sagittarius, you are coming in to your balance. You are coming into your element. And there you are holding the 2 of Cups, Again, there's that alignment. I feel this is a alignment between you and spirit, however you connect with spirit, okay? But there's that, as above, so below energy, you really stepping into that mastery as the alchemist, you have this balance of shadow and light. You've done the work, you've done the integration, you're ready to step forward and step forward in a very powerful way, you know your value, you know what you bring to the table. And because you know your value, that's going to be reflected in this next chapter in your life. The things that are going to be coming in, the kind of opportunities that are going to be coming your way, the people you're going to be connecting with, everything is just like going next level for you. It's really a very beautiful, beautiful energy. Yeah, and I also see you're going to be doing work that's very satisfying for you. A lot of you are going to be stepping into taking a risk, following artistic pursuits, and seeing how you can do what you love and also generate a living for that. Instead of feeling tied to doing work that, just sort of wrings all the joy out of you and makes you feel like you're doing nothing more than just punching a clock every day. You're actually starting to come more into alignment with the kind of work that really feeds your soul. What really makes you happy? What's the work you would do if you weren't getting paid for it at all? That's the energy to align with. I do see you coming into this place. I see you working on something. For those of you that are creative types, some of you are going to be working on creative projects. There's those of you out there that are going to be recording albums. You're going to be writing songs. You're going to be uh, opening up a art gallery showing, putting your work out there, letting people see this creative side of you. Some of you will be doing theater, that's coming through too. Theater, getting into acting might, take on a role in a play. This is kind of coming front and center. Others of you will be writing books, screenplays, there's definitely this big creative piece coming through, but there's also entrepreneurship front and center. And with it coming in so close, with all this Pentacles energy, we really do see that you have been working on something. You've been building something. You have been building your financial stability. And I believe it's by investing in a project that's really close to your heart. It's something that's feeding you on more than just a financial level and the stability it's going to create in your life. It's also something that you feel really connected to this work. You enjoy doing it. It's fulfilling for you. And it allows you to express a creative side to yourself that maybe other people haven't seen before. I'm kind of getting, I don't know why I'm getting this hit, but I feel like it's something that you've never really done before. People haven't seen you in this light. So it's sort of highlighting a new aspect of yourself. Maybe in some ways it felt kind of risky to take this leap, but I think you've made a really wise investment in this direction. It's going to pay off. We see a lot of financial success. And in particular, it's going to come through really solidly in the spring. All right. Yeah, there's definitely working on this with the Three of Pentacles. I see a lot of focus on that right now. I think you're very focused on your work and it's going to grow, man. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Nine of Pentacles is the most financial abundance, that you can reach on your own, they say. Okay. Usually when you head to the Ten of Pentacles, it's because you're building with another. Okay. You're building with your counterpart. You met somebody that you really dig and you vibe with, and you want to hang out with each other for the long term, and build a happy home together, and you invest together and create like your legacy, right? But this is like independent success. And for me, this particular card, the Nine of Pentacles, I call it my independently owned and operated card. This is something you built for yourself. You don't have to answer to anyone. It's your way. You're the one who is charting the course of your business, and it's all your ideas. And I feel like you're really pouring a lot of energy into this, and it's very fulfilling for you. But I also see you just in this place where you're just feeling really good. You feel really solid in yourself, and maybe there was a time in your life where you kind of struggled a bit. I'm kind of getting that. I'm just picking up this energy of going through sort of a difficult passage where maybe you had some doubts. Maybe you were feeling like things were kind of stagnant or stuck in your life, and maybe you didn't you didn't feel at that time like you had what it took to get to the other side of it. But I feel like you tapped into your resilience, man, and you can't keep a Sagittarius down for very long. They're extremely enterprising, okay? We do have a King of Cups energy on the board here, okay? That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I personally feel just in relation to this message and what we're reading, I think this is coming forward very strongly in relation to that Pisces full moon energy. You could be dealing with somebody that has one of those signs in their chart, or you could have one of those signs strongly aspected in your chart. But again, I am really getting a hit that this is kind of like acting as a significator for that Pisces full moon. And there's some kind of support on offer here, some kind of reciprocal exchange, some kind of give and take going on here with this Six of Pentacles. So I'm really picking this up, that this is going to become very clear once you move into that Pisces full moon, that, you know, where you've invested your energy in this work that's really feeding your heart and your soul, you know, this work you actually feel emotionally invested in and connected to, you're going to start to see a return for your investment with that Six of Pentacles. And I think you're going to get a real firm sign of this by the Pisces full moon, that yes, you are heading in the right direction with this, okay? And this is going to be your sort of heads up that, hey, you're heading there. You know, you're heading into this pre-empress, pre-emperor energy, all right? We did have the emperor on the board, okay? So this is definitely a leveling up, you know? For those of you feminines out there, you might have tapped into more of your kind of like masculine, assertive, like I'm playing with the big boys now. You know, a lot of times when we look at success in terms of business, there's sort of this falsehood that it's a male dominated field, and that's not really true. You know, the field is open to whoever is ready to step into their power and play at that level. And I feel like those of you women out there who maybe didn't take that risk before because you felt like, oh, I'm never going to be able to, you know, get to that level because it's a man's, you know, it's a man's world. I'm picking up this kind of energy for somebody out there, okay? Don't know who that is, but somebody's message out there. I think you're overcoming this and you're realizing, no, I can go to bat with the big boys too. You know, I got my own power hand that I can bring to the table, and I'm going to play it. So this really looks like a good sign, you know, of stepping into this place of like self mastery, really feeling yourself, feeling good about yourself. And I'm getting this strong piece coming in that as these finances really start freeing up and you start seeing this financial growth, I think you're going to treat yourself. I think you're going to treat yourself. I see a lot of like getting yourself kind of some new clothes, you know, maybe going to the spa, getting pampered a bit. I think you're really going to let yourself experience the sweetness of reward for all the hard work you've done. It's looking really positive. Bam. Oh my gosh, the wheel of fortune. Okay. You're definitely on the upswing now. There's like so much good blessing energy coming in, okay? And again, I think it's because you worked with that Uranus energy that's going on right now. It does favor the rebels, you know? It favors the punks. It favors the unconventional, the people who are willing to take risks, who aren't going to stay in a box and keep it safe. You know, they're going to get rid of all the borders and just fly by the seat of their pants and, yeah, you know, be smart, make smart moves, but at the same time be willing to, you know, roll the dice a little bit. I think you've had that energy, and I think it's going to really, really pay off. I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, but I'm almost seeing like roulette wheel here. I think some of you may go to like a trip to Vegas. You might get lucky. You might, you know, get a big win there. That's just kind of like a little fun side message, but we definitely see movement. We see movement away from what's been a challenging period where there was a lot of disappointment and kind of like looking back and reflecting on what went wrong, to instead really investing in yourself, doing the work, and moving towards what's going to feel so right at the end of the day. Okay. Bam. This is the truth. There's that Ace of Swords again. Okay. Really powerful, really powerful new beginning. I think it's going to be a really good Christmas this year. Like, it's going to be a really good holiday season for you this year. I see like that Ace of Swords. That's a winter timing card. And I do feel like there's going to be some big bless up energy that comes in for you in December. Okay. And a lot of you will be celebrating, your solar return at that time. Now, we do have the Six of Cups here with the Eight of Cups, okay? So we do see you're walking away from the past, and instead you're choosing to go on a new adventure. You're closing a big chapter. And so I think this is the piece that's really coming in to be cleansed and cleared with this Pisces full moon. There's some emotions. There's some emotions around this, and this might have something to do with a mother. That could be your mom. Maybe you've had some challenging dynamics with your mom, and you're sort of like moving away from those challenges and kind of finding your own way. For those of you who are younger, maybe you've been living at home with mom for a while. Ted, maybe you've been living at home with mom for a while. Maybe mom's kind of been smothering, man. She's sort of been too in your business. Yeah, Ted said, There's some mom that's been too in your business trying to tell you how to live your life. And I think you kind of had to stand up to your mom and say, Mom, I got to do what's right for me. I'm going to go my own way. I'm not your little boy anymore. I don't know why I got boy. It might be speaking to a grown ass man, whose mom still treats him like a boy, and feels like she has to dote on him and smother him and make all his choices for him. But I don't know why I'm getting this message, but this is coming through. I feel like you're really, choosing to move beyond that. You kind of took a stand with your mom and said, hey, I love you, but I got to go and do what's right for me. Maybe she doesn't necessarily approve of the direction you want to head in. Maybe she has different ideas about that. But you just got to do what feels right in your heart. And there's something very empowering about this. For others of you, I do feel like maybe there's a child involved. Maybe you got a baby mama, or maybe, maybe you're a single mother, and you took that risk. You're moving away from a relationship that actually was quite heavy. I'm kind of picking up heavy and even emotionally abusive, and you're choosing to, cut those cords on that and move forward with your child, and create the kind of life and loving upbringing for them that maybe at some point you yourself didn't have. And this was a pattern that was playing out in your life and your love relationships. And by you, making this break and investing in yourself and your child's future, you're actually doing a lot of ancestral healing and closing a major circle that's going to find you really aligning with a path of heart, that leads you to a beautiful new beginning in your life. It's like big. I'm getting with that story for whoever's connecting with that. I'm just bringing in all the downloads as they're coming in. Okay. Whoever's connecting with that, you got some serious like angel energy on your side, and you can expect a miracle for having that faith and that trust to kind of give it over and surrender and let go. I know that it took a lot for you to make this move. It took a lot for you to make this move. So those of you that are resonating with that message, just know you are being held. You do have a spiritual support team on your side. They're going to be lining you up with all kinds of synchronistic opportunities and helpful people. Ooh, whew, chills. I got sentience 30:10 on the clock when I said that, okay? Closing this cycle brings you your blessings. It brings you spiritual blessings. And with that free energy, your guides are with you, man. Your guides are with you. Look for those earth angels showing up on your path. You know, they walk amongst us. They walk amongst us, and they might come to you in a form you don't expect, you know? So be open-minded and just trust, you know, trust how you're feeling when people come on your path and they give you an opportunity or they have a few kind words to share with you. You know, there's a lot of this energy coming in, Sagittarius. Pay attention. You know, you may be a little bit worried about your security with some of these moves you're making, and that's okay. But you know, just do be mindful that there's nothing but this affirmative energy that you're heading in the right direction. It's really going to pay off. You might need to kind of like keep your finances sort of, you know, very more on the frugal side. Like don't put out any big expenditures right now. In fact, I feel like you might have to invest some money in order to make that money. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be certain things that you're going to have to set up that are going to require financial investment for some of you that are entering into business for yourselves. So do keep an eye on your spending. Make sure that you're not, you know, just blowing your wad on, you know, what's going to give you instant gratification. Okay. No shop therapy. Just be smart, be wise. And you're really going to see a huge uptick in your finances come spring. But it's all about how you move forward right now. So do be mindful of that. Yep, and there's your energy right behind that. Okay, King of Wands, that's you, Sagittarius. Also Aries and Leo energy there too with that wand energy. All right. I think for a while though, you're gonna head off on your own. I don't see you immediately connecting with another person. For those of you that are recently single or in the process of ending a relationship, I feel like you're kind of on a walkabout right now. You know, I see you spending some time on your own. I see you maybe doing a little traveling by yourself, maybe hitting the road and just sort of getting lost in the world a little bit and feeling things out, leaning in, letting yourself have time to heal and integrate everything you've been through so you can really, you know, step forward into this new chapter of your life cleanly without any loose ends dangling behind you. And I think it's through going off and allowing yourself this space to kind of just be on your own and be cool with that and have this time to integrate everything you've been through that, you know, this light shines forward that reveals to you the road ahead. And others of you that are in relationship, I think that you are really learning that you can still have the space to make that room for your personal spiritual growth. And I think there's been times in the past maybe where you were in relationship and it sort of felt like that piece of you got a bit repressed. You didn't really have time to focus on your own growth process, your own spirituality because you were so like socked into another person. Maybe in the past when you were in relationships, there was a bit too much of trying to please the other person, trying to conform to who you thought they wanted you to be instead of you just showing up genuinely as yourself and not losing your connection to the things that really fed your soul. But I see you wanting to, even within relationship, you know, have time to yourself, have time to feed your soul, have time to do the things that are really fulfilling to you. And I don't think that you're going to lose it. I don't think you're going to lose it this time. You fought too hard, you know, to get yourself back to just, you know, lose the lessons that you gained from everything you've been through. So I see this as really positive, really positive. But yeah, there is this need. There's this need for you to take a break for a little bit as you set your sights on the future moving forward. You know, I say throughout this month, you're probably going to be doing that. We have the Four of Swords to the Ten of Wands to the Two of Wands. Okay, so this is really about, you needing to decide, make a firm decision about where you want to see the growth in your life, what that looks like, what is the best direction to head in. I think you're kind of doing some finalization of your plans for moving forward this month in September. And you're also taking a little time to sort of rest, rest, recharge. I do see you doing a little bit of traveling, a little bit of just kind of taking it a bit easier and giving yourself that space to really feel out how you want to move forward and set your sights. But you definitely do. You charge forward with passion and purpose with this Knight of Wands. Again, there's your energy. And I think you're heading toward an Empress. All right. So, Empress energy, that is Libra and Taurus. Okay. It also could be a mother, somebody who is the mother of your child. It could be your own mother, Maybe there's some healing that'll happen with your mother, but I see you charging forward in general. To me, it looks like more so your counterpart, it's like your person, the person you're meant to share the path with, the person you're wanting to give that pentacle to. I think that you're coming into alignment with that as you move through this month for sure. Okay. Because we did have the Emperor on the board. I got to get him. I got to get him. Here he is. Here he is. Maybe he's trying to catch up to the Empress right now. He's like tying up some loose ends. Okay. But we got Emperor to Empress. Okay. Very dynamic duo here, right? Those two together, they can make anything happen. Woo! Yep. And we see a new beginning with that. Ace of Cups. It's definitely coming in, okay? This love is coming in. But first, it begins with that Ace of Cups. It begins with you pouring your energy into yourself after you went through a tower, okay? After you went through a tower. So this comes in, this new beginning comes in on the tails of what is brought down to the ground. Something has to go. Something has to go. A lot of you are already in process with this. You're already tearing down the tower. I don't even feel like you needed it to fall. I think you started taking down the damn bricks yourself. I'm really picking that up. Yeah, I see a lot of mastery energy here. There's a lot of air sign energy in your read. So either you're dealing with an air sign or you got air signs strongly aspected in your chart. But we got King of Swords here. Again, that is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and we have another true pair here on the board. Okay. So with that Empress energy, it might be leaning more toward the Libra side, okay? Because that Empress card is normally associated with Taurus and Libra. So this is very interesting here. We got King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Another possibility here is that there's some kind of reconciliation, some kind of reunion with somebody that you've been separated from. It looks like you're both looking at each other the way these came out, okay? Let me show you. So a lot depends on the way cards are presented on the board. You'll notice the Queen here is looking back, and the King's gaze is also facing in the Queen's direction, okay? It also looks like this King is doing a little bit more self-reflection. I'm picking up this energy that the masculine in this scenario is doing a little bit of cleanup work, doing some cleanup work on themselves. And the feminine is kind of like, hey, I'm here. Like, are you coming? But, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But you can see how it's a much different scenario if it were to show up like this. This would be both people looking away from each other. That's not the case. Shows up like this here, okay? So we know the direction you're heading in. You're either heading towards, air sign energy, or you're heading towards somebody that you were separated from, and you're reconciling. Because this can also represent King of Swords and Queen of Swords coming in together like that can represent a couple, that went through a difficult passage. So again, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. So if you were in relationship with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius and something went south, they had one of those signs strongly aspected in their chart. Maybe you thought it was done and dusted. This tower could come in with the Ace of Cups as a surprise factor, like, oh, we're going rogue here. You didn't expect this. This isn't done. There's a new beginning here. It might just blow your fucking mind. Not always is the tower a sign of like doom and destruction. Sometimes the tower is something really unexpected happening that totally changes the whole trajectory of your life that you could have never anticipated. And it really takes you by storm. So I am picking up a bit of that energy here with this. I definitely am. We got true pairs on the board, and we got Emperor, Empress with an Ace of Cups coming in with that tower. So I'm leaning a little bit more toward that, but I still feel like something had to be dismantled. In order to get like this tower of awakening, there first had to be the tower of destruction that brought something down. And this very well could have had something to do with a decision that needed to be made that, set firm sights on the way forward, a need to cut off something from the past. And this could be, a past belief that was holding you back. It could be a way of behaving that was causing complications in the connection. It could be, with the Three of Pentacles showing up on the board there, and I believe we also had the Three of Cups earlier. Did we have the Three of Cups? I think we did. Yes, we did have the Three of Cups earlier. Yes. Okay, with this Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, it could have been a third party. So maybe somebody had to go in order to facilitate this new direction. But some kind of decision was reached. Some kind of decision was reached. I think it took a long time. I am picking up that it's this masculine. Yeah, some offer had to be declined, okay, with this Four of Cups. I believe maybe even somebody brought an offer forward, somebody that, you knew, I can't take this offer. If I take this offer, it's going to veer me away from the path I'm meant to be on and where I'm supposed to be heading. So something was turned down. And by turning down this offer, it actually aligns you with the person you're meant to be with. And if that person was somebody that, things fell apart because there was a third party element involved in the past, you may just be able to work it out with each other. There's definitely the possibility for that, for a reuniting and a healing of a relationship too. So really beautiful energy here. It's justice, it's karmic balance. Again, Libra card here with that justice. And also we definitely have Libra bringing in that Mercury retrograde energy on that Pisces full moon. So this is a lot of karmic balancing happening here, but it looks like really good things in store. We do see an emotional offer coming in though. Somebody's coming forward with an emotional offer. Knight of Cups energy. And again, that's water sign energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So a lot in the mix, man. It looks pretty good. I'm going to do one final cut of the deck energy here. Oh. What did I say? Nine of Pentacles is like, usually like, that's like the height of success that you get independently, right? And what comes next when you build with another? Ten of Pentacles, baby. I'm going to leave it off on that note. That is a really beautiful message. Don't let anybody tell you you're heading in the wrong direction. You know exactly where you're going. 44 on the clock when I said that. You got big blessing up energy coming in. You were dealt raw hand, man. You were, but you played it wisely. And it's going to lead you to the manifestation of everything that you were hoping to bring into your life. And you earned it, man. You earned it. Go get it, Sag.